Sorry, these are the first two things. So what we look to focus on is we look to focus on a structural low, structural high, structural low, structural high, and then we have a breakdown here, structural low. And so from here, what we're interested in doing is just finding out where the breaks were. Now, the reason we do this, or the reason we look at structure in this way, is because we just want basic clarity on direction. That's the only thing we're doing. We just want basic clarity with direction. So it's kind of this approach to me is like a domino effect. What I mean by domino effect is that structure leads to dealing range. So you have to do it in this order. It's like how a domino kind of falls over. It's a domino process. You want to do this in order. So first you start off with market structure. Now market structure, it doesn't really change much. Now what I mean by that is your market structure isn't going to change like every single day, every single second. Yeah, what was that? Yeah, what was that? I think someone said something. Oh, okay. Have we got some new people that have joined? Who's
Yeah, so I invited one of my friends from Seattle. His name's Manny.
Oh, nice man. Seattle. I've been to Seattle. I've got one of my uncles who lives there. And I've got another uncle
Yeah,
who's
the first thing you should tell Manny is that his baseball team sucks.
Manny, your baseball team is amazing.
Oh God.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, I invited him.
Yeah, man. So I've got one. Juice, are you in Vancouver by any
I
chance?
am, yeah, yeah. So he actually, I told him, yeah, I'm in Vancouver right
I
now.
think there's only a border that's between you, isn't it? It's you. So
Yeah,
yeah.
but two and a half hours.
That's good, man. So yeah, basically we're just getting started. You've not missed much, Manny. So it's basically you got market structure, dealing range. After that, you have your PD array. So everything goes in order. It's like this domino effect, right? So structure, dealing range, PD array. So what all that means is premium and discount. So once you have your basic structure, so your highs and lows. So again, this is our most recent high, definition of a dealing range, most recent high and most recent low. It's a hack because once you have this, all you need to do, because I see people overcomplicating the fib. I don't necessarily rely on the fib to do anything. I don't use it for uh I know some people they have like all the different numbers and they try to find bounces off the numbers. You don't need to do that. All you do is project it from the high, the most recent high, down to the most recent low, just like that. Now, once you do that, it gives you the two areas of premium and discount. I think from here it's quite self-explanatory which one is which. Anything above this 50% is a premium, anything below is a discount. And so by doing that, it tells you where roughly you want to be buying or selling from. So if we go to the last gap up day, it was here on the 12th, and then week beginning 13th. 13th in the US was a bank holiday, but also what's important to understand from a technical perspective is that we were at the EQ. So basically, when you're at the EQ, there's only one thing you do, right? You stay away from it. You don't trade the EQ. Trading the EQ is one of the worst things you can do. It's very difficult to be profitable in that price action, regardless of how accurate you are. But going down to Tuesday, we had a lot of things in our favor which backed this up for a good long. This was a good long trade, right? I remember taking this long trade here. So we have a gap just over here. This is the gap that we're looking for. Now, when we have a gap, it basically gets filled and then we trade the other way. So we treat it like a fair value gap, and that is the fourth thing in the four pillar approach, right? So we start off with market structure. Right, let's do this. So we start off with market structure. That's step number one. That's the basic highs and lows. Then we identify the most recent high and low. Then we find our premium and discount. Then we find our fair value gaps. Or, in this case, we find gaps. Gaps and fair value gaps, I treat them the same. So from here, what we can see is we saw the market filling this gap over here on Tuesday. So I think we went over this on the last stream, so I'll quickly go over it again. We had a 15-minute fair value gap just over here. So again, I don't mark out the candle before the I don't mark out the fair value gap. I mark out the candle before the 15-minute fair value gap. So I'm going to make it nice and clear for people to understand. This is what we're looking for, right? So the fair value gap you can see is here. I am marking the candle before the fair value gap, right? So this now becomes my key level. This is the key level that we're looking for. And a key level is basically where you want to be buying or selling from. Okay, this is where you want to be buying or selling from. So what we had over here on Tuesday, I think, yeah, 14th. Tuesday the 14th, we had a couple of things working in our favor. So we filled the gap.